Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Brown Dust 2 video. Alright, they basically just released the latest developers notes, so this is going to be for May. Alright, apparently they are going to release 2 developers notes in May. This is going to be the first one. As you can see, this is going to be the first developers note planned for May. As you may have noticed, we plan to write the developer notes twice in May. Alright, so however, sadly, there have not been any announcement of the collaboration yet. So you can see on May 17th, we will be talking about the collab and delivering a second dev notes containing the update. We are aware that many of you are looking forward to the collaboration IP. I also want to announce it quickly, but due to contractual issues, it is difficult to announce it today. Thank you for your understanding. A little bit unfortunate, and hopefully we'll get more news about the collab in 2 more weeks' time. So we are working hard to meet the expectations of our users, so please wait a little bit longer. So let's first begin with the first developer notes of May. So right now, we still have the current event is going to be the Marry Me for the Graffiti, right? So if you guys have not done it yet, very simple stuff, okay? So we still have approximately 5 more days left for this particular event. So next week we'll have a new event. So this event is still going to last a little bit more. So after that, we're going to have a new story pack. Alright, next week, I believe they're going to have this particular one, Song of Snow. So this one is basically, we have Justia. What happens after that is, I don't want to spoil it too much, but if you guys haven't been reading the story, feel free to read it. It is a relatively good story, I would say, overall. So, Eggshire Forest, Pure White Snowy Field, Story Pack 13, Song of Snow, a story as unpredictable as a snowstorm in the mountains will be updated. So apparently Justia has to face the tragedy of a monster attack again in a small town that somehow makes her nostalgic. What lies where the tip of the sword of noble mission is pointed should be the truth. For some reason, the more she cuts down evil, the more the situation around her becomes a labyrinth. So unique new resolution that Justia will make at the end of this unique journey. So we'll see. Alright, this looks like to be something that's tying Justia to her past. If you guys have played it a little bit and you know that Justia appears in chapter 1 with Laetal, right? But we don't really know too much about her past, right? So this is going to be something that's very interesting. So alongside with that, new character Loanne will be coming as well, which is the last survivor and protector of a world that was destroyed while fighting against the Seekers of the Apocalypse. So this is going to be apparently a new character. So Loanne appeared in the last night as the high-ranking summoner who wields dimensional power. There were many people who wanted Loanne as playable character, so the developer team has decided to release Loanne as a fire attribute magic character. So I hope she has a huge blast of AoE. So right now, fire characters, it's really hard to compete with Leatrice. I'm a big Leatrice fan. Leatrice and Rubia, I think if you're talking about fire elements as a whole, Alec is also fire. I think Leatrice, Rubia, Alec, and I believe Alice. I can't think of anyone else, but for me, like Leatrice is like the go-to. If I want a fire character, she's the one that I will lean towards as the first one, right? Because I pour a bunch of investments into her, so she makes a lot of sense. So as mentioned in the previous developer note, as a summoner, Roanne has a skill concept that summons the power of fire and delivers a powerful blow to the enemy. So you will be able to see various stories and costumes in addition to the basic costume in the future. We ask for your continuous interest. Oh, so she will have a bunch of different costumes as well. So that's going to be very interesting. Okay, so alongside with that, season event Idol Phantasm. So this is going to be a specific one for the rerun. Okay, so we have done this before. This is going to be for the idol character. So let's see who is having the rerun. So this one is going to be held from May 9th to May 23rd. Wait, that's kind of long, isn't it? May 9th to May 23rd. Okay, no, it's the usual 2 weeks event. So Gridlin, which was the archdemon of Grid previously is darkness, now will be changed to light. Oh, so that means you got to use dark characters. That means Ilenia might shine, because Ilenia, I believe, is dark. Yeah, Yuri is light, so yeah, it makes sense. So those characters, they are dark. Cry, those characters are going to have the significant advantage. So they will also rerun B-rank idol Ilenia. As the Idol Phantasm season event progresses, a darkness property world buff will be applied. Please use it strategically. in general battles and Fiend Hunter battles. So pick up information for the first half of May. So now we can see, so 8th of May, Last Hope low end, and then there will be 15th of May will be B rank Idol Ilenia. So these two is going to have consecutive runs. As you can see, I believe none of them are limited characters. So if you want to skip them, that's fine. I don't think I'll be pulling for any of this because I did a bunch of pulls for Rafitia already. So I'm just going to save for a little bit. So I believe after these two characters, it's going to be the collab right after, if I have to guess correctly. And then we have this exclusive gear for both RERUN and Ilena. So companion UI improvements. So what is this? Replacing companions. So you can now attribute physical magic type filters, and it seems like you can like sort them out easier now. Ooh, a new interface. I like it actually. Huh. Alright, let's have a look. So this is the current interface that we have, right? So if I look at this, so this is the current interface that we have. We have 5 characters right here, and then they are changing it a little bit to be like this. And then you have the attributes thing. Okay, so not bad. You have the easier for you to find, right? You want to set although I don't really see why we need those personally, because like it's so easy to see. This is light, fire, dark, light, wind, light. So their elements are already displayed right here. It's quite easy to see by yourself, but I guess sorting feature is going to be nice for someone, for some newer players who are not familiar with the, not too familiar with the interface, I guess. So gear management. Improvements will be made so that you can check and replace the gear of your companions include in the current battle formation at a glance. So a bulk release function for gear will be added. By pressing the batch release button at the bottom right, you can release the gear of all companions included in the battle formation at once. Oh, alright. Okay, so this is going to be much more convenient than I thought. Alright, so this is going to be for gears. Now this makes a lot of sense, right? So we have this particular thing, and this is going to help to be able to sort things. Why is that ladle using a... I'm pretty sure that's a magic weapon, right? And that Rao is using the magic weapon. Okay, very, very interesting. But yeah, just to show you guys some example, right? By pressing the batch release, okay, you can release the gear of all companions included in the battle formation at once. Very interesting. So this is going to make it for much easier gear swapping. But ideally, I feel like you gotta have... if you're a veteran player like me, probably you have like multiple sets of gears, that this is most likely not going to be that huge of a change, but I can see this is going to be super beneficial for new players, right? If you are new, you probably can't build that many gears, I understand, alright? So your inventory is going to be much more limited. So in that case, yeah, for new players, you gotta like be more specific, or you might have to like constantly swap around different characters. You're probably going to have more characters than gears. Okay, so formation management. This is going to be, what is this about? Oh, you can set your formation of how you want them to be positioned in a way. Okay. You can always swap it around in battle, so I don't really see the benefit of this entirely, but it's not too bad of a bonus quality of life. I doubt I'll be using this personally though, but if anyone can find the usage of this, it's always cool to find those things, right? Previously, in order to obtain refining powder efficiently, gears had to be strengthened individually and then dismantled. A bulk reinforcement function has been added that allows you to select equipment and strengthen it all at once. You can directly select gears to strengthen, or select gears with specific conditions to bulk through filters. You can enhance up to 50 pieces of gears at once. Okay, so makes sense. So if you want to get a bunch of refining powder, you want to like dismantle gears that are already plus something, right? So I guess makes sense. So gear UI improvements. Several improvements are being made to the gear UI to help you manage more efficiently. Okay, the icons added are as follows: normal, legendary, gear basic options, additional options. Okay, a bunch of stuff regarding the icons, a shortcut button, gear that can be produced in the gear creation UI is sorted by grade. The logic of the auto equipment function will be improved. Okay, makes sense. Automatic skill function improvement. Many people have commented that it is inconvenient to use the auto skill and auto battle functions because the last costume is saved at the end of the battle. The costume set when entering battle has been improved so that it does not change regardless of the outcome of the battle. Therefore, when using the auto skill and auto battle functions, you will no longer need to set up the costume you want every time. Okay. Never personally encountered that, but cool stuff if anyone did encounter that and find those annoying. So they are fixing those. Season Pass improvement. Improvements are being made to make it easier to achieve the various passes currently in progress. The Gear Pass will end and the rewards from the existing Gear Pass will be included in the Season Pass rewards. If you complete the new Season Pass mission Disassemble Gear one time, you can obtain a Pass Material Box. When you open the Pass Material Box, you can obtain slightly higher rewards than the existing Gear Pass. I'm trying to understand what this means. So once this ends, I'm guessing like once, like if you guys are not aware, the pass is this one, right? So there's the Gear Pass is this one. They're talking about this particular one specifically. I have never reached the end. I'm always like 27 to 26, usually, right? But I'm guessing they say that now they're going to give you additional boxes for that one, which is a good one, I guess, when you open the Pass Material Box. Newbie Pass Edition. The missions and rewards of the Newbie Pass will be expanded so that those who are new to the game can get used to it more quickly. Step 2, 3, and 4 are added to the Newbie Pass, which previously only had one step. Each time you clear the mission of each step, you can receive various rewards such as costume draw ticket and a guaranteed draw ticket for UR exclusive gear. Very cool. Mission improvement. Daily and weekly missions organized. The overlap between each mission will be removed. When performing a number of daily mission accomplishments missions, you have to complete other missions to receive rewards. There was the inconvenience of having to press Get All Daily Missions button twice to receive all rewards. To solve this problem, this particular mission, achievement count mission, can be cleared just by performing other missions. Okay. Alright, Field Quest Quick Reward. There were many comments that playing the new Field Quest was a refreshing experience, but repeating the same actions every day during the season event was boring. Yeah, so you're doing the same thing, you're just running around collecting the coins. The development team was also worried about whether to balance the difficulty level based on a one-time fun play or based on the so-called click that is repeated every day. We plan to add a quick completion feature to Field Quest to solve both a fun play experience with moderate difficulty and the boredom of repetition. The quick completion function is similar to the quick battle to Fit Hunter. You can obtain rewards based on the higher score achieved up to the previous day. Up to the previous day. That means every 2 days you still have to play once. Okay. So cutscene update. Helena's basic costume will be added. Okay. So we'll be getting Helena's top idol cutscene. So this is the end of the update we have prepared for today. By concluding the developer's notes, I would like to share the development's team's thoughts on the Rafitia balance adjustments. Okay. Before proceeding with any update, the development goes through sufficient planning, review, and balanced Q&A procedures. However, there are cases where problems are discovered before and after updates contrary to what the development team expected. In such cases, we want to focus on the essence of the problem. As mentioned in the previous announcement, the value sets of Rafitia's initial planning were judged to be acceptable in terms of balance. If Rafitia had been released alongside characters included at launch, it would have been fine. However, as the game is currently live, we realized belatedly that the losses incurred by users who adjusted the sub-options of existing gear to match the rules of the current game were greater than anticipated by the dev team. Therefore, we conducted a re-evaluation by adjusting the critical damage reduction, damage taken reduction, SP consumption among the intended values to align with the value of 5-star costumes. Separate from Rafitia, there was also discussion within the combat balance team about lifting the limits on attack, magic attack, and crit damage. Okay, so if you guys are not aware, there's a cap to how much attack, magic attack, and crit damage you can get. I don't remember the exact value for attack and magic attack, but I think crit damage is around 700 to 800%. I think it's around 700%. So once you go higher, you get like, there's nothing. It doesn't give you anything. So the cap, they plan to lift up. However, while there was a suggestion to release Rafitia with the same skills after lifting the crit damage limit, as adjusting stats or rules that apply to the entire game can lead to unforeseen issues. The consensus was to take more time and carefully review the direction. Yeah, ideally that's the case. Continuing the live service inevitably leads to situations where not all users are satisfied due to the new systems or policy changes. Adjusting this to a satisfactory level is the responsibility of the developer. As the game continues to evolve and similar situations may occur in the future, the developer team will review more diligently what is the most appropriate choices. It would have been best to proceed with updates that would please all users from the beginning. There is no excuse for insufficient review by the dev team. I apologize once again for the confusion caused to users. I also wanted to address the change in age rating. Since the announcement, many users have sincerely expressed their concerns and they provided support and encouragement. Reading each and every word from users made it feel as if we were not just a developer and users but rather colleagues working together to create Brown Dust 2. I hope we can continue to work together in the same direction and create Brown Dust 2 together in the future. Wow. Wholesome. Yo, I think this is pretty wholesome. What do you guys think? 600 diamonds. 600 diamonds is like what? 3 pools? Wholesome. Okay. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. This is pretty good. At least, you know, I always appreciate communication from the developers to the players. And you know what? As long as they continuously do this, you know, I'm all for it, right? It is properly translated as well. I don't see like much like error whatsoever. And yeah, I hope the game will continue to move in the right direction. And it's hard, like they say, it's hard to please all the players because some people are new, some veteran players have been playing for a long time. So how do you cater content to both parties is going to be very, very difficult, ideally. But the best way is probably just to cater towards the existing player base because that makes the most sense. Ideally as a developer, right? But yeah, that's just my take on it. Let me know what you guys think of the new developers notes. Are you guys happy with this? We're gonna get the collab in 2 more weeks. Hopefully, it's gonna be a fun one. Yeah, as always, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'll have more Brown Dust 2 and a few other stuff, a few other guides, you know, that I've been working on. Just been a busy week a little bit, but yeah, give me a few more days and I'll be able to post most of the things. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.